Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today what I have for you is episode 9 of my Football Manager 23 save with #United. If you do go on to enjoy today's video, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes on today's episode, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are on the road to 9,000 subscribers. What am I on about? It's not 9,000, it's 900. I wish we were on the road to 9,000. 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed if you haven't already with that post notification bell on. It's free to do so and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Since you were last with us, for the large majority of it, our form has been very good despite having numerous injury problems. We're doing well, I think, in the Velocity Cup, I'm pretty sure it's called. I don't really know what that is for this level, but we're doing well in a cup competition. We're currently sat 3 points behind the league leaders, so a couple wins in today's episode and you never know what could happen. Make sure to drop a like on there for me, subscribe if you are new as well, and let's get into it. So since you were last with us, then we had a 2-1 win at home to Cray Wanderers in the Velocity Cup second round before a 1-0 win away at Lowestoft in the league, a 2-1 win away at Leeton Town, a 1-1 draw at home to New Salamis, a 2-0 win away at Stowmarket, a 1-0 win away at St Ives, a 0-0 draw at home to Brentwood, a 2-1 win at home to Great Wakering, a 4-2 defeat away at Coggeshall. That was a really disappointing game, to be honest with you, before most recently a 5-1 win at home to Leatherhead in the Velocity Cup third round. In today's episode, we have Chatham at home, who currently sit 4th in the league, and Wroxham away, who currently sit 12th in the league. In terms of the league table, we are now 3 points behind Hullbridge, who are still yet to lose a game after 24 matches played. We've lost 3 in the league so far. There's a 6-point gap between us and 3rd, and there's a 10-point gap between us and 6th. So if we keep up the form for the rest of the campaign, we should be pretty much alright for a playoff spot, but we want to finish in 1st. We do have Hullbridge coming up, but that you won't see that in an episode. That is at some point in February, actually, so yeah, that's actually just a couple of games after we will end today's episode. But let's waste no further time, get into the first match of today's episode at home to Chatham Town. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for today's match at home to Chatham Town. We line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation with Taylor in goal. A back four is Beresford, Cunningham, Haysom and Wooldridge, with Cornhill and Wright in the midfield, Francis starting on the right wing, Halliday starting on the left wing, and Brown in behind Alex Teniola, who scored 35 goals in all competitions. He's been absolutely outstanding for us this season. On the bench, we've got Harris, Watson, Barnes, Pengteng and Ollie Miles. Some decent options there on the bench. And like what I say, we've had injury problems, we've had suspension problems, like what every team goes through, but we seem to have been hit with it very hard because obviously we've got such a small squad, so even just 2 or 3 injuries really does hinder our team. As always, we're going to tell the boys we have the faith in them to go out there and make the difference. Let's get underway for the first game of today's episode. We've played a fair few since you were last with us, so fingers crossed we can carry on our fantastic form in today's episode as Beresford clips one in behind for Francis into the penalty area, squares it for Teniola, and what a save that is from the keeper. I thought that was going in, definitely, but Chatham's goalkeeper has already just pulled off an absolute worldie there. That would have been the perfect start to today's episode, and our corner ball will be swung into the box. Header comes in. Thankfully for our sake, Bates has headed that one over the bar. Certainly an action-packed first 10 minutes here. Half an hour into today's game, and there's been nothing but a lot of yellow cards so far. We've already got 5 yellows in the first 26 minutes. They've got 3 after 27. We've picked up another yellow card there. I'm not really too sure what's going on, because since we've picked up another yellow card, we've had, what's that, 7 yellow cards in the first half. Nothing else has happened after such an action-packed first 10 minutes. All we've seen after that is yellow cards galore. We're going to tell them that I'm not pleased with what I've seen from the first half. Get underway for the second. Give them some encouragement. A goal right now would put us joint on points with Hullbridge as well. Teniola is having a bad game and he's injured. Finally, we've got another highlight. Wooldridge, ball down the line. Halliday plays that 1-2, and now Wooldridge clips one forward looking for Teniola. Doesn't really challenge for it, and now Chatham have the ball. Clips over the top looking for Johnston. First time ball in, looking for Lacey with a header. Taylor with a save. Pushes it onto the post. Cunningham clears it off the line. How on earth is this goal still at 0-0? 61 minutes on the clock. It's #0, Chatham 0. I am now going to look to make some substitutions. A Pengteng is going to come on for Halliday. We're also going to bring on Barnes in that midfield for Cornhill and actually play more as a attacking central midfielder just to get him a little bit higher up the pitch. And Ollie Miles is going to come on for the injured Alex Teniola. Play Miles as the target man. We're actually going to play Brown as the advanced forward and go to 2 up front. Fingers crossed we can get a goal. 25 minutes to go. We really could do with a goal. We're actually going to stick it onto attacking as well. Another yellow card has just come through there. Surely there's got to be a red card in today's game. I'll be bewildered if there isn't one. Sparks finds Lacey. He lays it off to Johnson on the edge, who curls one just over the bar. Good opportunity there for Chatham. 20 minutes to go, still 0-0. I can sense either a goal or a red card. Something is going to happen as Sparks shoots from the free kick. Brilliant save from Taylor, and they will now have a corner ball, which will be taken on this near side. Right-footed in-swinger from Brennan. One hand goes up there. Ball comes into the box towards the back post. Keepers come out for it, and Taylor has claimed that one very comfortably, as he always does. Very good at that sort of stuff. Still 0-0. I think a fine is certainly coming our way with all these yellow cards. Ollie Miles is the latest player to go into the book as a ball is sent long there. The keeper's come a long way out for that one. He will just let that one trickle back into his feet, and he clips it forward there, looking for the Chatham striker. Haysom underneath that, and now a Pengteng clips one forward, looking for Francis. Jackman now driving forward here. 5 minutes left on the clock. Lacey, ball through into Johnston. Big chance here. Shot comes in, and somehow it's squeezed in. It's an own goal from Harry Haysom, who's honestly recently put in some shocking performances, giving penalties away left, right and centre, and now he's scored an own goal. It's a brilliant ball from Lacey. Haysom doesn't quite track his man. Cross comes in, I think. Haysom sticks out a toe, and it creeps past Taylor into the back of the net with 5 minutes left on the clock. It has been a shocking performance from us in today's game. We deserve absolutely nothing out of it. We're going to stick it onto very attacking as Beresford clears one there. Francis doesn't really clear it, and the referee looked like he was going to point to the spot there. Play goes on though. Hansen now. Ball in behind, looking for Johnson, up against Haysom, twisting, turning, shoots off the outside of the post. Harry Haysom, along with a lot of other players, is having an absolute nightmare in today's game. It looks like Hullbridge are also losing right now, so this is a massive opportunity missed for us, as the referee has now officially pointed to the spot. A Pengteng has put his hands on Hansen. Penalty kick here for Chatham to wrap the game up. If the 3 points weren't already secured for the visitors, they've got an opportunity to wrap the game up here. Wilson Braithwaite with the shot, and it's actually saved by Callum Taylor. 20 seconds left now, and he's just so slow at coming out with the ball. Sends it forward. Can we have our run Hogdini moment here? Doesn't look like it, and Kamara now with the ball. Hansen finds Lacey, looking to create something here. Johnson now, ball out wide here for Sparks on this near side. As the clock ticks over to that 4th minute, the time is now done, and there is the referee's full-time whistle. Defeat for the Tags at home to Chatham. Thrash the Arms, far from pleased with what we've seen. A massive opportunity missed for us there, as it looked like Hullbridge were defeated for the first time in the league this season. We'll wait for the processing to be completed, and we'll have a look at the league table. Hullbridge did indeed lose away at Lowestoft pretty convincingly as well. They were 4-1 down until the 90th minute. That is a big opportunity missed. Here we have it then. Here's how we line up for the second game of today's episode away at Wroxham. We line up in a 4-2-3-1 formation again with Taylor in goal. A back four of Beresford, Malenge, Cunningham and Wooldridge, with Cornhill and Wright in the midfield. Francis starts on the right wing. Barnes comes in and starts on the left for the suspended Halliday, when Watson is in behind Ollie Miles as Alex Teniola picks up an injury in that last game. He's pulled his knee ligament, so he's going to be out for another 5 to 11 days. On the bench, we've got Harris, Haysom, O'Connor, a Pengteng and Brown. So our bench is not the strongest in today's game. Some good options on there, but with how players have been performing recently, we absolutely need the 3 points in this one. We have been on a poor run of form, and the fact Hullbridge finally lost their first game of the season in the last match, we weren't able to capitalise on it. I don't think I'll be able to get over that for a long time. We'll see how we get on though in today's episode. Fingers crossed that is the start of a big decline for Hullbridge, and they've just got on a massive losing streak now, and we can capitalise on that in today's game. Hopefully though it doesn't fuel them to just go on and win the rest of their matches, as we are now 15 minutes in today's game. This one seems to be a little bit less action-packed. No yellow cards in the first 20 minutes, which is probably a good thing. I was sure surprised that no one actually ended up getting sent off in that last match. There must have been, what, about 15, 16 yellow cards in total if you combine them from both teams. We're over half an hour into today's game. There's been 4 shots, yet to see a shot on target. We're going to berate them. The games so far in today's episode have been pretty boring, haven't they? Couldn't have picked a worse 2 games to show you so far, as we're, what's that, 135 minutes in, and we're yet to really test any of the goalkeepers. Former hashtag player Lee Hersey, I believe that is, gone into the book now for Wroxham, as we finally have the first highlight of the game. Turner chasing after a ball, but Malenge gets there first. Plays a 1-2 with Beresford. Now it's clipped forward. Miles with a good header. Watson now finds Jermaine Francis, and a little bit of space over on the far side. Into the penalty area he goes. He cuts it back, looking for Watson, and Watson has his 8th goal of the season. It's been a long time coming, that goal in today's today's episode, but when it comes, it absolutely feels amazing. And 51 minutes on the clock, it's Wroxham 0, #United1. Brilliant build-up play, that's what we need more of from our striker, linking the play up. Teniola's not really been doing it recently, but good play that from Ollie Miles. Ball comes in from Francis, Watson takes it off. It looked like it was going to Barnes, but he takes it off his toe, taps it away for 1-0, and we take the lead very early on in the second half as Black with a free kick attempt, though that does go just wide. 8 minutes into the second half, 1-0 to the Tags. Cornell picks up the ball in the midfield and sprays it out wide into Beresford. Loads of room for him here to step into, and he plays one down the line into Jermaine Francis. Already got one assist in today's game. Ball into the box looking for Watson again. It's nearly that combination once more. Unfortunately, Cannon's bike off the post. That was a big opportunity there for Watson to get his second and our second of the game. Beresford with a corner in, looking for that back post. Cleared away though by Wroxham, and now Barnes looking for Malengi. Manages to trap the ball and he plays it out wide into Beresford. First time ball and it's a brilliant one. It's in there. It's Miles, and the referee has given a free kick as Lewis Watson has committed some sort of offence. 25 minutes left on the clock. We will now make some substitutions, and I think we are definitely going to get Kojo Apengteng on for Ellis Wright, and we're going to play Barnes in the midfield, put a Apengteng over on that left-hand side as an inside forward. We're also going to get Brown on for Ollie Miles, who's not really performing too well. And final change of the game, we are going to bring on Haysom for Wooldridge, put Cunningham over to left-back, Haysom at centre-back, and play Cunningham as a no-nonsense defensive full-back. Just kick people now. 25 minutes to go. Let's hope we can see this one out. Free kick here for Wroxham with 7 minutes left on the clock. Haysom with the clear, and he now finds Jermaine Francis. Played a lot of football recently, has Jermaine Francis. Taylor now with a massive kick up the pitch looking for Watson. Doe brings it down and he sends a ball forward of his own. Beresford and whoever have missed that in the midfield. Ball comes to Yeboah at the back post. Comfortable in the end though for Taylor. 7 minutes left on the clock. We are now actually going to tell them to time waste frequently just to be safe. 4 minutes to go now. Fingers crossed we can see this one out. It looks like Hullbridge are only drawing as well. They are really crumbling in today's episode. It's still overall a massive opportunity missed. 3 points picked up there. Let's just double check though. Hullbridge did fail to pick up the 3 points in that match just gone by, as the processing's taking a little bit longer in today's episode. And all it does is build up the suspense to see if we have actually closed that gap. Hullbridge have drawn a 0-0 against AFC Sudbury, and they got a red card in that match. They seem to be crumbling over the last 2 games. Fingers crossed that continues, and by the time we come back, we could potentially be top of the league. But again, we're slowly closing the gap. But again, we're picking up some injuries and some suspensions. I am going to leave it there, though, for today's video. If you have enjoyed, please make sure to drop a like on there for me. If you could try and hit 20 likes, as I said at the start of today's video, that'd be massively appreciated. Subscribe if you are new as well. We are now on the road to 900 subscribers, so please make sure you are subscribed. If you haven't already, with that post notification bell on, it's free to do so, and it does massively help out. Drop a comment in as well down in the comment section down below to help boost the video in the YouTube algorithm. Thank you very much for watching today's video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you all very soon for another one. Peace.